At this morning's PNCR press conference, Member of Parliament Ganesh Naipal took a direct jab at the PPP government's one-time cash handouts. He criticized them as short-term fixes. He emphasized that the PNC's vision includes a livable wage for every Guyanese citizen, a long-term solution aimed at real transformation.
The PNCR APNU, as the next government, reiterates its commitment to guaranteeing livable and living wages to workers and an income that can promote all positively. As the PPP government sporadically and desperately announces its intention to pass on a few inadequate entitlements to sections of the population, let me use the opportunity to pledge to all Guyanese that we, as the next government, will ensure all workers, both in the public and private sectors, receive living wages and all households receive a livable income. We are confident we can achieve these goals within our first year in office. Beyond our
Naipal didn't hold back, warning the public to expect a few more gimmicks from the PPP tactics he said are designed to dazzle but fail to deliver any lasting change in people's lives.
Guyanese can expect a few more of such gimmicks that shortchange the people and do nothing to transform their lives. Let us also highlight that these recent announcements expose the PPP's inability and indifference to formulate strategic and holistic plans.
As the clock ticks down toward the next election, Naipal predicted more desperate acts from the PPP, warning these could stir up social and political unrest as the ruling party attempts to cling to power.
As time runs out on the PPP regime, we will see not only desperate acts that will do little to help families, but also acts that will attempt to stir up social and political unrest.
And touching on coalition talks, Naipal confirmed that discussions with the AFC are still in progress. While no final agreement has been approved, he expressed full confidence that Aubrey Norton will be the coalition's presidential candidate, and stating Norton has the vision and strength needed to win. No timeline has been provided, citing confidentiality due to ongoing negotiations.
The talks with the AFC are ongoing. In terms of where we are, I would like to believe we are in a better position than when we first started. And I will go as far as to say that nothing is agreed to until all is agreed. So unless we conclude, I can't go further than to say that nothing is agreed until all is agreed. What I do know, and that is that the PNCR and the APNU reposed confidence in Aubrey Compton Norton as the presidential candidate, and if there is any change from that, it is Mr. Norton who would have to make that change. So the party and the APNU, the partnership, reposed that confidence in him, and that's because we feel very confident that he possesses what is necessary to take us over the line.
Okay, are you working with a renewed timeline as to an announcement in that regard?
There exchanges that are happening between the two sides. There isn't any focus necessarily on a direct timeline, but I can tell you that we have progressed significantly from where we were when we first began.
All right. See whether the PNC has responded to the AFC's proposal.
Thank you, Dennis. But of course, I must put in this part too. The moderator, Ms. Shanika, and the interaction. So it must be respectful, cordial, and orderly. But I thank you for your question nonetheless, and I will say to you, yes, we have responded, and our communication between the AFC and ourselves, we are um, having lots of communications, so to speak. But it remains confidential. It's a process. We are engaged in proper discourse. We want to ensure that we have the Guyanese people's interests at heart. We want to ensure that there is an advancement in terms of understanding on both sides, especially with the Mr. Norton's uh, people-centered development strategy and how he intends to ensure that that is pushed. And because at the end of the day, whatever is agreed to must have the Guyanese people's interest at heart.
This has been Dunstan Wilson for News Guyana 24, keeping it real, raw, and relevant. Stay tuned because the tape never lies.